It was WrestleMania edition of SmackDown. Seems like it's going to be a great night, right? Well, she did the thing. And then she did it again. Why, Sasha? Why? WWE announced that Sasha Banks versus Bianca Belair is going to be the main event of WrestleMania. I didn't have a problem with that until this. It's gonna be Bianca and Sasha Banks the boss at WrestleMania. I hate it here.
You will put respect on my name.
Welcome everybody to a brand new episode of Greatness of SmackDown, or should I say, WrestleMania SmackDown. And as I'm standing here being jealous of Jey Uso for getting naked Andre, let's talk about the show. So, first of all, 3 great promos. That was honestly the highlight of the show. Raw didn't do so good. You know, the face-off didn't make me excited about the match. But these 3 amazing promos, like literally all 3 promos delivered to the point that it made me so much more excited about the match. I feel like SmackDown did a pretty decent job for a go-home show. Even the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal surprised me, and I'll talk about that in a second, but this show kicked off with Daniel Bryan. And that was a very good, passionate promo, and that was the theme with all 3 promos. All 3 men were just really into it, almost with tears in their eyes. Probably thinking about the fact that Nia Jax is on WrestleMania and Shinsuke Nakamura is not. Probably that, I don't know. Daniel Bryan talked about how people told him no during his entire career. Is he tall enough? No. Is he main event material? No. Is he good for business? No. But does he deserve to be in the main event of WrestleMania? Yes. Daniel Bryan says that the Thunderdome is amazing, he loves it, but there's nothing like wrestling in front of a big audience. At WrestleMania, we're going to get 25,000 people chanting yes, and there's nothing better. When doctors said he would never be able to wrestle again, he said yes, he would. People said he would never be world champion again when he returned, he said yes. People said he would never be able to tap out Roman Reigns, Bryan said yes. Can Bryan main event WrestleMania one more time? Adam Pearce at first said no, but then he said yes. At WrestleMania, you're going to see the best version of Daniel Bryan ever. Can he walk out of the WrestleMania main event as the Universal Champion? Yes. Just a masterpiece of a promo, man. I don't know. I wasn't really that into Daniel Bryan being in this match. I was excited, of course. I wouldn't change it. But, you know, at first it kind of seemed forced. Now, after this promo, right after this promo, I get it, man. That was really, really good. Really passionate. And he's one of the guys that make you believe in a promo. You can feel the emotion. So after this promo, my prediction that Daniel Bryan could win the Universal Championship increased by like 2%. Yeah, we saw the Street Profits interview, but during that we saw Dolph Ziggler and Robert Roode attacking them, which basically kicked off the WWE SmackDown Tag Team Championship match. Fatal 4-way, Alpha Academy versus Mysterios versus Street Profits versus Robert and Ziggler. Which of course, you know, I really appreciate the SmackDown's tag team division. I still don't know how you guys feel about this. Let me know in the comments below. Do you like the SmackDown's tag team division or not? To me, it's one of the highlights of the show because this match, again, just stole the damn show. It was really, really good, fast-paced. And even though I do enjoy AEW's tag team division, it's probably the best. In this one, they don't need all the illogical waiting for 5 minutes and all this other shit that doesn't make any sense to make the match entertaining. The spots are crazy, but yet they somewhat feel logical. So that was another banger from these tag teams. It's such a shame it wasn't at WrestleMania because this is the kind of match you want to open WrestleMania with. We saw many near falls. I almost thought Mysterios are going to win the championships, but we saw a great finish in which Dolph Ziggler and Robert Roode retained the WWE SmackDown Tag Team Championships. A tag team that I start to appreciate more and more. You know, at first, for a very long time actually, to me it felt like a tag team that's very random, put together. While I do appreciate that, I do appreciate main eventers being a tag team, these two, they just never really worked for me for some reason. Now I get it. One thing that I don't like is the theme song. It's very generic. For people like Ziggler and Roode who have like the best theme songs in the WWE, this is way too generic. So like I've said, the match was great. Probably the right tag team won. The only negative is this should have been a WrestleMania match. We saw Nia Jax versus Tamina Snuka, which is something that I'm sure most of you were just orgasmic about. I'm sure 90% of you creamed in your pants after this one. It was so damn good. And by disqualification, Tamina Snuka won the match because we saw a lot of distractions, interferences, whatever the case may be. This, who gives a crap? And the lowest point of the show to me was the fact that we got exactly the same segment we saw on Raw already, which is backstage. We have a tag team, another tag team, and then all the other tag teams want a match as well. Well, they already got the match, but for some reason they still have to say, we are going to win the Women's Tag Team Championships. No, we are going to win the Women's Tag Team Championships. Get out of here with that basic crap. Also, I assume Carmella and Billie Kay are added to this match, I guess. Awesome. Edge cut one hell of a promo as well. He talked about how he manifests things from his dreams. He wanted to be a WWE superstar. Well, he accomplished everything there is to accomplish except for ending his career on his own terms. He was very passionate during this promo, and he actually made a lot of sense. You know, he earned that spot. He beaten 29 men in a Royal Rumble match. He deserves to be in the main event of WrestleMania. He also made a point about how Roman Reigns is a Samoan version of Edge. You know, he was in a faction, he has a spear, he used to come through the crowd, which I never actually thought about, but that's kinda true. Edge made a point that he doesn't get the respect that he deserves. You know, it's 10 years since WrestleMania 27, you know, he retired after the show, but they won't even mention it. If it was Daniel Bryan, they would. He just doesn't get enough respect. People need to stop calling him a part-timer because he's doing top rope Hurricane Ranas and competing at a level that no one has coming from this kind of injury. Edge says now it's time for him to take and demand the respect that he deserves. Another amazing promo. You can see tears in Edge's eyes. Man, I was excited about this match already the most, but these promos were really strong. Like I've said, Bobby and Drew just looked at each other, which is okay, but we see that every damn WrestleMania. This was different. Just get your point across, cut a great promo, and get people excited. We didn't see any exchange between these superstars, yet it still made me even more excited about the show. Every wrestler made a great point. Sonya Deville says that Dan Bryan deserves a Universal Championship match, but it shouldn't be at WrestleMania. I don't know what that meant. We saw Bianca talking about Sasha and Sasha talking about Bianca. Same shit we saw before. EST, I'm the strongest, toughest, and fake laughing. We also saw that. It's gonna be Bianca and Sasha bangs the boss at WrestleMania. It's gonna be the main event, which is, I get it, it makes sense, but this build was so shitty. I don't know, it's not the match that I wanna watch WrestleMania to get to, you know? That's just me though, probably. We saw a funny clip of Sami Zayn getting into Logan Paul's gym, and we saw Jake Paul, and you know, he left and he wasn't allowed to go back, and Sami Zayn is angry that they didn't show footage of him getting lunch with Logan Paul, which never happened actually. Dude, whatever. Me seeing Jake Paul on WWE television, that made me a bit sick. Just saying. No more. Logan Paul, I can handle. Jake Paul, no. Please. He's like if the term narcissism was a person. We also saw Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal, which honestly, now I'm not sure if I would change my opinion if I saw every Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal, because I don't remember more, but this was probably my favorite. You know, battle royals are tough, they're not that interesting, but this one had so many great spots because we saw guys like Murphy, Ali, and Ricochet. I was actually really into this match. We saw Shinsuke Nakamura, King Corbin, and Jey Uso being the last three men standing, three great talent. And we also saw Jey Uso winning the damn thing, which he obviously deserves. I mean, the guy lost like 15 matches in a row. He deserves that victory. It's not a big deal anymore, obviously, but still, you know, they're still not gonna give this to Mojo Rawley. You know, did they? They did. I think they did, right? Mojo won one of these things. I think he did. Did he? Mojo? Was it Mojo or Jinder? It was Mojo. Mojo won the... Okay, this shit doesn't make. And of course, to close the show, we got a Roman Reigns promo. He's talking about how he's the major player of SmackDown, and that's the reason why SmackDown's ratings increased. He's the biggest hard worker, and he made the championship relevant. He's not a dreamer like Edge. He's the man with the plan, and everything he touches has purpose. Like Heyman says, it's not a prediction, it's a spoiler. In the main event of WrestleMania, he's going to wreck everybody, smash them, stag them, pin them, stand over them with the title in the air, making them see a man greater than them. They will see millions of dollars of pyro go off, and then hear the whole world acknowledge him. Nice. Just nice. A typical Roman Reigns promo, but a little amped up. Very good. Very nice stuff. Like I've said, that was very simple, just 3 promos, but all superstars made a lot of sense, and I love this. I love when heels are making sense. You know he's being a dick, but he's kinda right. Like Edge won the Royal Rumble match, he deserves a singles match. Daniel Bryan, also right, he was screwed. So that was a nice way to close SmackDown. It's WrestleMania. Happy WrestleMania, everybody. I'm very excited about the show. Cannot wait, because at the end of the day, we're finally seeing crowd. Thank you for watching The Great One. Peace, love, and hugs. It's been a pleasure.